seeing that there were still 30 tables ahead before it was their turn, and if they calculated the waiting time, it would take more than an hour. Chen Yuan immediately tried to persuade. Jai Lu, there are still 30 tables ahead. Why don't we go eat somewhere else? But Zhang Jialu shook her head stubbornly. No, I want to eat here. Just wait a little bit. Didn't you say we could wait? Hearing this, Chen Yuan replied comfortably. It's fine, waiting a little is no problem. Today I'll cater to Zai Lu. As he spoke, he waved his hand, appearing extremely generous. But this statement hit Kan Ge Eon like a ton of bricks, her face darkening, almost collapsing on the spot. Oh my god, are we really going to wait until 10 p.m. to eat? At that moment, a fierce battle raged in her mind. Run or wait? In the end, unable to let time pass uselessly, Kan Ge Eon decided to make a bold move. Boss, let me handle this quickly. You just relaxed here. With the power of money and a few negotiation tricks known only to her, Kan Ge Eon successfully negotiated for $5,000 to get in and eat immediately. A few minutes later, a miracle happened. The restaurant, which was packed with 30 tables ahead, suddenly called Shen Yuan and his group. Everyone was stunned. Shen Yuan looked at Kan Ge Eon with a scrutinizing gaze. Huh, how did it happen so fast? Did you use money? Kan Ge Eon just smiled and casually answered, What's wrong with using money? Everyone's hungry now. It was 8:30 p.m. At the port, Lai Jiamu sat in the helicopter waiting anxiously, almost losing his mind. He kept glancing at his watch, his frustration mounting. After waiting for a long time without seeing Kan Ge Eon arrive, he decided to make a phone call, but all he received in response was a notification. The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. Hearing this, Lai Jiamu felt that something was wrong. It's already time. Why hasn't she arrived yet? Just then, the loud blare of police sirens echoed in the area near the port. The butler spoke up in panic. Young master, the police are coming. They're heading this way. Li Jiamu's face turned pale, and he immediately shouted, No more waiting. Take off now. The pilot quickly obeyed, and the helicopter began to lift off the ground with the sound of whistling wind. Everyone inside anxiously watched as the police searched below. Only when the helicopter flew far away from the port did they breathe a sigh of relief. But Lai Jiamu was not someone to easily let things go. His eyes gleamed with anger as he gritted his teeth and said, Tan, how did our movements get exposed? There must be a traitor. The butler next to him looked tense and replied softly, Young master, only one person knows our whereabouts, Secretary Kan. She not only delayed but also turned off her phone. While the police show up at this very moment, it's all too clear. Hearing this, Lai Jiamu's anger intensified. He muttered under his breath, his voice full of rage. Kan Ge Eon, you dare to betray me? Fine, let's see. I won't let this go. But his anger was now just words of self-comfort as Lai Jiamu understood that his escape plan was seriously threatened. The only person he trusted most could very well be the one who caused everything to fall into the hands of the police. Meanwhile, at the restaurant, Kan Ge Eon still had to play the part of a model CEO. While having dinner, she discussed the personal issues of the superstar corporation with Chen Yuan. Ironically, no matter what she said, Chen Yuan just nodded to get by. You are the CEO. Whatever you say, just do it. If you want to invest in something, just say it. Money is not a problem. Upon hearing this, Kan Ge Eon only wanted to slam the table and stand up. But outside, she still had to maintain a respectful demeanor, while inside, the fire of anger was raging. What a person who is so lazy to care. I should have saved my effort reporting. I missed a significant event because of you. Why do you still want to keep me here? Time passed. Every minute and second felt like it was clawing at Kan Ge Eon's heart. It was now already past 9:30 p.m. The appointment with Lai Jiamu had also been missed. Her anxiety and anger began to erupt like a volcano. Kan Ge Eon, favorite level -10. Current favorite level -90 points. Finally, when everything was settled, Kan Ge Eon spoke coldly, without a hint of leniency. Boss, I've finished my meal and submitted my report. I asked for permission to leave first. Chen Yuan remained calm as if he was oblivious to her anger and casually suggested, CEO Kan, it's still early. How about we take a stroll? We could buy some clothes, bags, and shoes. What do you think? Upon hearing this, Kan Ge Eon could no longer hold back. It felt as if she was about to explode. Then she grated her teeth and threw back a remark as sharp as a knife. I'm not interested in shopping. If you want to play, go by yourself. Having said that, Kan Ge Eon turned and ran off without looking back. The three of them, Chen Yuan, Wang Mengmeng, and Zhang Jialu, stood there, bewildered, staring at each other. Zhang Jialu said as if she understood everything. This can't be happening. It can't be, Chen Yuan. That CEO Kan seems to have no respect for you at all. Just by looking at her face, I want to throw the whole meal away. Chen Yuan replied nonchalantly. It's fine. She is originally a person close to Lai Jia-mu, so she holds no respect for you at all. She might even have some hostile intentions. That reaction is just normal. Kan Gae-yeon had just left dinner with Chen Yuan and immediately called a taxi to race to the port. As soon as she got out of the taxi, she hurriedly ran to a meeting point. Her heart was burning with anxiety. "Young master, you must wait for me. I'm on my way." As soon as Wang Meng learned that Kan Gae-yeon was associated with Lai Jia-mu, she began a series of wildly imaginative thoughts. Chen Yuan entrusted her with the CEO position, and she doesn't appreciate it. The development plan for the company and the personnel changes she proposed clearly seemed aimed at sabotaging the superstar group. Only he would dare to keep such a cunning person by his side. Seeing Chen Yuan's inscrutable expression, Wang Meng's big eyes suddenly lit up. Oh, could it be that he has some other plan? In an instant, Wang Meng felt a jolt of realization. She imagined countless scenarios in her mind. That must be it. Brother Chen Yuan is laying a trap to catch a big fish. She felt as if she had just uncovered a great secret. Her eyes sparkled like stars, feeling that she understood Chen Yuan's tactics better than anyone else. After witnessing the lessons Yu Ling Shuang received and recognizing Chen Yuan's talent, I have long realized that this half-brother is not simple at all. Sometimes Chen Yuan's actions make people think that he is making a mess of everything, but in reality, it's just a surface layer. Beneath that, he has outlined a comprehensive plan, connecting each step to create a web that no one can escape. For Chen Yuan, Kan Gae-yeon is merely a part of a larger plan, and she will only perform her role well when placed in the right position. But why her? In Superstar, there are plenty of beautiful girls who stand out even more than Kan Gae-yeon, yet he doesn't seem to notice anyone. So why does he assign her such an important position? Could she be the key to the larger plan? This thought excites Wang Meng even more. She feels she has touched a small part of Chen Yuan's secret, but she still wants to dig deeper. Back to the moment when Kan Gae-yeon paid a month's salary to the taxi just to hit the gas and race straight to the port at lightning speed. Turning on her phone, she wasn't surprised to receive a flurry of missed call notifications. This time, without hesitation, Kan Gae-yeon immediately called Lai Jia-mu on the other side. Lai Jia-mu sat on the helicopter while listening to the report. "Young master, it's Kan Gae-yeon calling." He intended to pick up and yell some more, but before he could say anything, the old butler hurriedly interrupted. "We can't answer." With a face full of experience, the butler cautiously spoke. "Young master, Kan Gae-yeon is very likely to have betrayed us. If we answer this call, the police could use the signal to pinpoint our location. We are in a helicopter, and once we are intercepted, there is no chance of escape." Hearing this, Lai Jia-mu felt both angry and drenched in sweat. He gritted his teeth. "That damned woman, I have always said that if you betray me, you will pay a heavy price. Doesn't she love being the CEO? Let's see if Lim Yong-won still dares to keep her once I expose her true face." With that, he immediately threw the ringing phone, which was receiving the call from Kan Gae-yeon, into the sea, as if tossing away a heap of trouble. The airplane was still buzzing in his ears while the butler was diligently calculating. The helicopter flies slowly and can't go far. It can only travel about 1,000 kilometers at a time. We cannot fly straight to America. Young master, we need a stopover. Most importantly, we cannot go to Singapore anymore. Kan Gae-yeon knows about the plan. We haven't changed direction. I suggest heading to Japan first and then continuing on to America from there. Lai Jia-mu frowned, and after listening to the butler's analysis, he agreed. "All right, let's fly out to sea, then from Japan, South Korea, or even Australia, and we will connect to America from there." But he did not stop there. Lai Jia-mu took a deep breath and said sharply, $2 million. Tomorrow I want all of Maduo to see the nude photos of Kan Gae-yeon. Especially all the employees of the Superstar Corporation, without exception, must receive a copy. After saying this, memories of Yu Ling Shuan flashed through his mind. He murmured as if blaming himself. "Back then, I was a bit lenient and didn't pursue it to the end, and now I'm in a similar situation. Being lenient with the enemy is being cruel to myself. This time, I will not repeat the mistake. I will make sure she cannot lift her head up again." Meanwhile, Kan Gae-yeon hurriedly ran to the meeting point. But looking around, she only saw the empty landing area. The helicopter had flown away some time ago. She stood frozen, her heart racing. Has the young master already left? It's all Chen Yuan's fault. If it weren't for that person holding me back, how could I be late? But immediately after, Kan Gae-yeon grew worried. I wonder if the young master misunderstood something. I need to explain it right away. But why isn't he answering the phone? Could he be in danger? Or is there no signal? Early the next morning, the entire social media exploded as if a bomb had gone off. Everywhere, people were discussing it passionately. Internet users were typing faster than lightning as the title of the Lai family suddenly climbed to the top of the search trends. But it wasn't because they were wealthy. It was because the truth had been revealed. It was discovered that the Lai family was not just a mere conglomerate, but also the hub of a dark system involving 7 illegal industries. There was money laundering, gambling syndicates, bribery, tax evasion, and even human trafficking. And human trafficking here wasn't simple, but was an extremely large-scale and organized operation. According to the investigation, the Lai family has created a trafficking network specializing in the sale of women and children, particularly young girls with attractive appearances. Initially, these children are placed into a nightmare training camp for trafficking, where they are beaten and tortured both physically and mentally for 1 to 2 years, causing their inner selves to completely collapse. When the girls have lost all trust in the world, the Lai family plays the role of heroes to take them in, brainwashing them to believe that this family is their greatest benefactor in life. Subsequently, they are educated and trained systematically to become the ultimate tools for the Lai family. Netizens feel increasingly outraged as they read, the girls who were once sold and abused end up thanking the Lai family as if they were life-stakers. They not only lost their childhood, but were also transformed into lifelong tools, trapped in a cycle of resentment created by the Lai family. While social media is shaken by the massive scandal surrounding the Lai family in Maduro, especially within the superstar group, hundreds of express delivery packages are stacked on top of each other. Curiously opening a package, everyone was shocked to find it contained nude photos of the CEO Kan Gae-eon. The entire company immediately fell into a state of chaos. Employees buzzed with excitement. Wow, the new CEO has only been in office for less than a week and has already caused such a scandal. This time the company is definitely doomed. However, it wasn't just one, but hundreds of thousands of photos that were spread everywhere. Some employees secretly passed the photos around, watching them with regret. She's so beautiful, but I never expected her to do something like this. There were also people in a panic, quickly calling to report to their superiors, hoping to stop everything in time. Within just a few hours, the incident became the center of discussion within the superstar group. From various departments to emergency meetings, Kan Gae-eon and her inexplicable series of photos were mentioned everywhere. At 9 a.m., Kan Gae-eon drove into the parking lot. In her mind, she thought, today would be a normal workday. But everything quickly changed when the phone rang. Kan Gae-eon answered the call, her tone authoritative like a CEO. What's going on, Xiao Tian? On the other end was the frantic voice of assistant Xiao Tian. Boss, Lady Kan, something big is wrong. Hearing her assistant stammer, almost in tears, Kan Gae-eon furrowed her brow. Just tell me directly. No need for hints. Xiao Tian took a deep breath and spoke quickly. Yes, this morning the company received several hundred express packages with no sender information. We opened a few packages, and to our surprise, they were all photos of you nude. Right now, the entire company is in an uproar. Upon hearing this, Kan Gae-eon felt as if the world was spinning. But not stopping there, Xiao Tian continued to add, and there's more. It seems someone has posted your photos in the elevator. Currently, everyone in the company knows. Just arrived at the elevator on the upper floor, Kan Gae-eon felt a chilling sensation running down her spine, her heart pounding as if it wanted to jump out of her chest. Her phone nearly slipped from her hand. She felt like she was falling straight from the top of a mountain to the bottom of a ravine without brakes. In an instant, Kan Gae-eon understood who was behind everything. She couldn't help but feel furious. Li Jiamu. No way. Did he really do this? While I anticipated that Li Jiamu was ruthless, I didn't expect him to be so cruel as to turn once intimate memories into weapons to slander me. Those were moments I considered precious, proof of my love. Young master, I never betrayed you. If you refuse to listen to my explanation, how can I prove anything? This noon, I only wanted to go to the company to pick up a few things. There was no other intention. At that moment, Kan Gae-eon stood there, her heart feeling suffocated, tears ready to spill. The mix of indignation and pain left her speechless. Just then, from afar, the sound of high heels clacking echoed. 2 female employees of the company, known for their talent in making everyone else's business their own, chatted with mocking laughter as they walked by. Hey, did you hear? That CEO Kan, anyone can be her husband, all of her scandals are out in the open. Ha ha ha, last time she even considered firing me, and now it's game over. The others were notorious gossips in the company, joining in while adding a bit of spice. Xiao Ju, I heard she got promoted thanks to backdoor deals. It's probably not just words, but also some skills. On the outside, she acts like a leader, but inside, she's just a prostitute. Ha ha, and she's still trying to act all high and mighty. Being a prostitute and wanting to set up a temple, it's just disgusting to hear. The other person chimed in. Boss Chen and CEO Yu are here. This time, she's definitely getting kicked out of her CEO position. Both continued to walk and laugh, unaware that each word pierced Han Gae-eon's heart. She stood there frozen like a stone statue, eyes wide open but empty. Her heart had already been severely damaged by Lai Jia-mu, and now it felt as though it was being torn apart further by the mocking and sneering from her colleagues. How funny! No self-respect at all. I used to be the queen of the superstar group, but now I'm like a fish thrown onto the shore. No one cares to look anymore. Chen Yuan will definitely not accept this. He will fire me for sure. I have lived my whole life for the Lai family, and now that the Lai family has fallen, the young master no longer needs me. What reason do I have to exist? Kan Gae-eon thought, her mind filled with thousands of unanswered questions. On top of that, her nude images were plastered all over the four walls, leaving no empty space. And not only were they haphazardly placed, but they were stuck with an ultra-strong adhesive that couldn't be torn off. Each picture felt like a hammer striking heavily at Kan Gae-eon's self-esteem. The feeling of humiliation spread, making her feel smaller and more powerless than ever. Also because of the sharp and beautiful pictures of Kan Gae-eon, Chen Yuan immediately convened a shareholders meeting for an emergency session. But the atmosphere here was truly suffocating, like the air in an exam room. The tension was so palpable that everyone could feel a push of power at each stare directed at Kan Gae-eon. People didn't bother to hide their contempt and animosity towards her, as if she were the cause of all the troubles. Kan Gae-eon's nude images had now spread everywhere, becoming a topic of discussion in the office. And now, everyone wanted her to leave. Not sure how things will turn out, but Kan Gae-eon sat there, looking like a lost soul. Her face was pale, her eyes vacant. She had mentally prepared herself to face the worst. It was even so bad that Kan Gae-eon mocked herself. For others, this was merely an inconsequential gossip story for entertainment. But for me, this was an endless nightmare, a blow that I might never be able to forget in my lifetime. Some shareholders had already voted to remove me from my position, so let them do as they wish. At this point, I had no face left to continue being the CEO. Then suddenly, Chen Yuan, without saying a word, slammed a thick stack of photos down on the table. His face was so angry that if he could burn everyone present in the room, he wouldn't hesitate. He shouted loud, "Who can give me an answer about what happened today? What are you all? Just sitting there and watching your CEO being slandered?" He slammed the table and continued to roar. "What were you doing when that naked photo spread everywhere? Why didn't anyone clean it up? Why didn't anyone put out the rumors in the company? Are you still working, or are you tired of living?" Chen Yuan cast a cold glance around the room and added, "From now on, no one is allowed to gossip about CEO Kan. No one is allowed to speak ill of her behind her back. If anyone wants to, just pack your things and get out. Those photos are clearly photoshopped by someone to defame her. Are you all blind or what? Can't you see?" At this moment, Kan Gae-eon sat there, eyes wide open, looking bewildered as if she had just been zapped by an electric shock. Inside, her heart was pounding. What the hell is this? Am I dreaming? Chen Yuan is actually stepping up to protect me. If it were the young master, would he stand up to protect me? No way. He would definitely leave me to fend for myself. In fact, he would be willing to use me as a shield in the battlefield of the company. At this moment, Kan Gae-eon suddenly realized something. Why is Yu Ling Shuang so absolutely loyal to Chen Yuan? Although she knows he is someone with deep ulterior motives, she still can't help but feel a sense of emotion, no matter how profound or sophisticated Chen Yuan might be. Meanwhile, Chen Yuan was still bristling like a cat, continuing to shout, "In 3 days, remove all the negative information about Kan Gae-eon from the internet for me. If you can't do it, get out of the company. CEO Kan is still your general director. If anyone dares to express an opinion, I will stand up to protect her. Anyone who dares to touch her, I will give you a ticket back home to grow vegetables and raise fish."